And boom, we are live. Another week, another episode of the Everybody and Their Mom podcast. The podcast that everybody and their mom is fucking listening to. How we doing, bros? How we doing, boys? Episode 80 this Sunday, July 5th. Haha. At probably the earliest time I've ever been on stream, 7:43 a.m. Coming at you today. Why so early? You can hear the birds and shit right now. I just have a lot to do today. More later on in the day. Like last week, there was an early World Cup game. I think today it's at 1 and then at 5, if I'm not mistaken. Let me take a look at that real quick. Yeah, 1 and 5 today. So that's why I want to get this episode out early today, get his predictions early in the week. They're always going to be Sunday mornings, sometime in the morning, if not evenings. But yeah, definitely every Sunday for the foreseeable future. And with that, let's do a quick recap of the week. Yesterday, 4th of July. Happy 250 to everybody. It was fun. Got a barbecue, fireworks going off all night. I swear it was like past midnight. I was getting texts and stuff. Barbecued, watched the games, watched movies, chill, What else? Been watching the other World Cup games throughout the week. That's been fun. Now it's starting to get warm again, so it's like in the 80s. That's also another reason why I like doing this now so early in the morning, so I can get it done before it gets hot. But yeah, it's like now in the low to mid 80s over here now. Right now it's fine though. It's like 60s in the moment. Birds chirping. But yeah, week's been good. World Cup's been cool. Hello, Ronnie. Good morning. So yeah, it'll always be Sundays, the pod. But yeah, let's jump right in. Now that we're mentioning that first topic, let's jump into the World Cup. Okay. Let's start from last week, because last week I think it was. Let's start from round of 16. Yeah. So Morocco lost yesterday. I mean, won. What the fuck? Sorry. 3-0. I think that was all in the second half as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 50, 80. Yeah. Canada. I mean, I figured they would lose, but like maybe like 2-1 or something. Let's see. As far as today, at 1 is Brazil, Norway, and Mexico, England. Oh, and France won yesterday too in a boring ass game. Yeah, it was just Paraguay, parking the bus. Like they just kept like 5 to 7 defenders back the whole time. It was boring. And they were just fouling them the whole game, and the refs weren't calling anything. Let me see. But the round of 32 is actually pretty lit. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Canada won, Brazil won late. Paraguay beat Germany in penalties, which low-key Germany probably winning would have been better. But whatever, it is what it is. Morocco beat Netherlands in penalties, lit. Norway, that was fun. France killing Sweden. Mexico, sorry, Ronnie, for Ecuador. England coming back, that was fun. Oh, I thought the Congo was going to pull that one off for a second. Senegal had a chance too. That was a fun game. The U.S., yeah, against Bosnia, that was fun, except for that bullshit red card. Spain, yeah, 3-0, took care of business. Portugal, okay, that's one that I wish would have gone to penalties. That would have been more fun, but hey, they won that one. Egypt in penalties. Switzerland took care of business, as well as Colombia. But shout out to Cabo Verde. If you guys didn't have the chance to check out the highlights to this game, best of the tournament so far. Cabo Verde. Shit, what can I say? They probably should have lost like 6-2. Basically every time Argentina would score, they would match him, and it was really fun. It was a really fun tournament, a fun game to watch, and so far the tournament has been exciting. Um, I think in my predictions for the 16, yeah, I got them right so far, and then for the rest of my predictions, let me see. Well, let's go to 32. I picked Canada, I picked Brazil, Morocco. I picked Germany, so that's one loss. Norway, Sweden, Mexico, England, Belgium, US, Spain. I picked Croatia, that's 2 losses. And the rest, yeah, I got them all right. The rest, so 2 losses in the first one, and in the round of 16, Morocco and France. Yep, I'm gonna pick. I'll pick the rest of them right now. So, I'm gonna pick Norway today, and if I had picked it, I guess England, but go Mexico. Like, I hope Mexico wins, dude. I really do. It'll be the first time they make the round of 8, so or Elite 8, whatever the fuck. And then as far as the rest of the round of 16, I'm gonna go Spain, U.S. I'm gonna go Egypt and Colombia. And as far as the final goes, I think we're gearing up for. I mean, Argentina should beat Egypt, but go Egypt against them. Like, I just want Argentina to lose. As of right now, it's probably still France versus Argentina or Spain. One of those three. It looks like it's one of those. They look like they're playing the best ball right now out of any of the teams. But watch out for Colombia. They're playing very aggressive and very well, actually. They're playing as a unit. But I think that we'll see. Well, against Switzerland, they'll probably beat them. We'll see, because by the round of 8, that's when you've trimmed the fat to its fullest and you beat Germany. But it wasn't anything crazy. Wait, hold up, my internet. There we go. We're back. We are back. Cool. Making sure the sound is synced. So yeah, watch out for Colombia, and if I still had to pick it, it would be France versus Spain or Argentina. But I hope Egypt beats them. The round of 8 will. Okay. All the fat, meaning anybody could win from that point. By the round of 8. But right now, I would say France is still the best team. Yeah. But we'll see. We shall see. Let me see. Now that I mentioned that, I think we'll go to the Patriots schedule as our next topic, our named topic of the day. This one's going to be for Steven. So like I mentioned, if you see my past episodes, I've been doing week by week schedule predictions for the different NFL teams. But I've been focusing on the ones that are in my fantasy leagues, specifically the ones that my my buddies go for. The fans, so like Saints, obviously me, Niners, Chargers, Raiders, Packers. They've been there. And this week we're going to go through the Patriots. Last week I did the Rams. I think I predicted them to lose at most 5 games. So we'll see right here with the Pats. We'll skip through the preseason, and here we go. Week 1, game 1. Technically, the Rams and the Niners, I think, are the first game because they play in Australia, but whatever. This is one of the first games on of day 1. So week 1 at Seattle, Super Bowl rematch. That is an L. I think Seattle is the ring ceremony. Defense still really good. They can run the ball. Yeah, I think they're a better team. Seattle. Week 2, that one's going to be on prime time, 5 at night, my time. And they play the Steelers. This is technically, yeah, it's 10 a.m. Okay, I gotta remember this. So I'm gonna keep track as well as the amount of primetime games that they play. So far, one. Okay, against Pittsburgh, week 2 at home. It's a win. I think the Steelers are like the definition of a mid team, if that makes sense. And then week 3 at Jacksonville, give me the Jags. Let's go. I think the Jags are going to be one of the better teams this year. They lost a heartbreaking playoff game last year. They were good with Lawrence being able to spread the ball around. We'll see how they are running in the running attack with Tootin. The defense is solid. Give me the Jags at home. That's going to be another morning game. And then at Buffalo, ooh, they usually split with the Bills. They usually do really well at home, but not on the road. So give me Buffalo as well. Ooh, 1-3 starting off the season. Not bad. I mean, could be better, but ooh, kind of hard. Look at this. Seahawks, Jags, Bills. That's 3 playoff teams. They made it last year. And that's also a morning game. That's odd. I think the league doesn't respect them that much. Let me see, week 5 versus the Raiders. That's a win. Raiders, this will be, okay, early October in the morning. Raiders, kind of not a West Coast, but West-ish team, going all the way to Boston in the morning. Raiders are kind of, yeah, up and coming. It'll probably be Cousins starting at this point in the season still. So yeah, give me the Patriots at home, better defense, yeah, better quarterback, I think. Oh, here we go. At home against the Jets, that's a win. I think they sweep the Jets. I don't think the Jets are very good. I think they're one of the worst teams in the league. Do they have a quarterback? Yes. No. Yes. Kind of. Who's the Jets quarterback, actually? I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. Geno Smith. Oh, wow. Yeah. Give me Drake May over Geno at home. Sorry. The Jets have... Well, they can run the ball. They do have Wilson. Their defense has been stripped. So yeah, give me the Patriots. And another morning game. Wow. So only one primetime game so far. And then week 7 at Chicago. That is an L. Thursday night game this time in Chicago. Should be low scoring. Both defenses are solid. This will be the end of October, so it'll be kind of cold. Not as cold as it can be. But yeah, give me Chicago. I think Caleb is a little bit better at this point. More weapons. And the defenses are about the same. I think the Patriots defense a little bit better, but about the same. Especially with the Bears being at home. Then week 8 at Miami. Should probably be a win. Miami's up and coming. Well, not up and coming, rebuilding. They have Achane and Waddle and a defense that can just be had. So new coaching staff as well. Yeah. Give me the Pats in that divisional matchup. That is a afternoon game, 1:30 game. Not bad. And then the Packers also at 1:30 after that, week 9. At home this time. I don't think they're going to go undefeated at home, so give me that 1L there. So far, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 L's. That's a turning point. It's a turning point game of the season. Meaning, if they win that one, that's going to be a very positive direction for where their season heads. Whereas if they lose, which is what I think they are, the season is going to be not as hot as the players and staff and fans would have predicted. I just think the Packers at home, another afternoon game, not bad. Both teams are used to playing in the cold. It'll be early November, so it'll be probably like around 30, 20 degrees at around 4 in the afternoon. I think both defenses are very good. I think they're still pretty even. I think the Packers have a little bit more offensive weapons. These teams are very similar, actually. I think the Packers, though. I still think Packers on that one. Yeah, because I don't think the Patriots are the type of team to go undefeated at home this season. No. Then week 10 versus Detroit. Okay. That is a 9:30 game. Is that one of those like weird Christmas, no, like Thanksgiving weekend games or something, or Black Friday? Yeah, I gotta look that one up. But week 10. Oh, it's international game. Duh. I'm dumb. So this is gonna be probably like in London or some shit. It's gonna be overseas. Oh, it says right here. I'm dumb. Bayern Munich. They're playing in Germany. Okay, so week 10 in Germany against the Lions. These international games are tricky because the time zones are off, obviously. The preparation is different. Do I trust Goff or May more? Neither. I trust the Lions' offensive scheme more, but their defense can be had. Whereas the Patriots' defense is solid, but their offense isn't as explosive. So yeah, on the road, it's a road game for both teams. Give me the Patriots. Give me a win there. That's gonna be tough though. Yeah, week 10. Give me an asterisk on that one. That one's gonna be probably these two games right here. Is like there's this is the season for them. Like if they win both of these, they're gonna be in pretty good position to make another playoff run. They have a perfect bye week position. Week 11. Oh, here we go. Week 12 at the Chargers. If this was at home, I would pick the Chargers. I mean the Patriots, but since it's on the road, give me the Chargers. This is a Sunday night game too. Ooh, off a bye week. Damn, it's gonna be hard for the Chargers to win this one. Yeah. Damn. Both defenses are pretty solid. Same reasoning. I just think the Chargers' offensive capability is more explosive. Even the Chargers. And then versus here we go. Versus the Bills. They usually do well at home against Josh Allen. The defense forces turnover, so give me a win there in a low scoring matchup. Versus Minnesota Thursday night. Oh, sorry, the last game Sunday afternoon. So two true primetime games. 3 considering international. 2 true prime times. 1 international. Oh, 1 Thursday night. So 3 prime times. So let me see. Opening game, prime time. Let's go with true prime time. Thursday night. I guess it's prime time international. 3 Chargers and 2 Thursday night games. Wow, against Minnesota. So 2 Thursday night games. But at home against, at this point, Kyler Murray, week 14, he'll probably be injured. In the cold. This is gonna be, when is this? December? Yeah, it's gonna be like in the teens probably at night. Oh yeah, it's a win. Minnesota's an indoor team. Kyler will probably be hurt at this point in the season or limping. So yeah, give me the Patriots there. Here we go. Week 15, another primetime game. Wow. At Kansas City, yeah, it's an L. If it was at home, I would give him the win, but nah. It's in Monday night. Monday night in KC, the Chiefs. Yeah, they're gonna be rocking. Give me the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs there. More explosive offense. The Patriots defense could maybe keep them hanging there, but nah. Eventually, the floodgates are gonna open, and the Chiefs are just gonna win. Probably like they probably hang 20, maybe 30 on them, and the Patriots might hang in the teens. Probably. Week 16. Yep, had the Jets as a win. Sorry, Jet fans. It's just rebuilding there, and I know how it feels. I'm a Saints fan. I know exactly how that feels. And then week 17 versus Denver. Okay. That's another turning point game for them right here. This is a make or break in the season type of deal. Bo Nix will be healthy by this point. The Patriots will be at home. Both defenses are solid. Both have limitations on offense. So given that, I will give the Patriots the win at home there. But huge asterisk there. Anybody can win that game. I think that'll be a true field goal. Whoever commits the first turnover loses type of game. And then week 18, they're gonna blow out Miami. It's gonna be like late December. Yeah, Miami in the cold. Yeah, the backup quarterbacks. Yeah, give me the Patriots there. So this one could be a primetime game, but as of right now, they're true primetime games. Seattle to open the season. Thursday night against Chicago. International game. Germany against the Lions. Sunday night against the Chargers. Thursday night against Minnesota. Monday night against the Chiefs. Yeah, so 6 primetime games and afternoon games. Bills, Packers, Dolphins. 3 of them. Okay. So 6 true primetime games. That makes sense for the Patriots fans. Excuse me. So I have them losing 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Yeah, I have them losing around 7 or 8 games. Yeah, 7 to 8 losses, which I think 7 is more likely. I think, yeah, from losing the Super Bowl to winning 10 games, it's not that big of a drop off, because there is usually a drop off between the team that loses the Super Bowl, um, and the team that wins the Super Bowl. The drop off is more immense for the team that loses it. So I think 10-7 is probably good. 10-7, 9-8. I'm leaning 10-7 for the Patriots. I think the defense is still good enough. I think the distractions with their coach is more of an off the field thing. I don't think it's gonna be more of a during the season problem. But I think 10-7. If they go 9-8, I wouldn't be surprised. But I think 10-7 is pretty solid for them. From a team that just lost the Super Bowl. Well, 2 years ago they won like 5 games, and then last year they won the Super Bowl. Then now that'll probably put them as like a wild card, like borderline wild card team, like around there. That's about fair, I would say, for the defending AFC champions. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see. You know what else isn't bad at all? Better batter baseball. I'm just kidding. But our weekly MLB update. Here we go. You know what? Let's start in the National League this week. I want to see who's doing. Let's see teams over 50. Over 50 wins. Let's go. My Marlins sitting at 48, just right there. Let's go. If we get to those 50 wins, I'll pick up the F hat, the black F hat. We got the Braves and the Phillies over 50 wins. Nice. The Brewers over 50 wins. Nice. I think they're leading the conference behind the Dodgers. The Dodgers 59. Nice. Dodgers 59 wins. So that's 1, 2, 4 teams with over 50. At this point in the season, they're about just under 100 games, I think. No, it looks like they're still around the 80s. Yeah, they're still around the 80s, almost getting into like 90 games into the season. So there's about 70 games left in the season, give or take. And my Marlins are right there. It's within reach. The division is within reach. And I'll pick up the F hat. It's the old Marlin hat. It's an F with a fish on it. I'll get the black one. Here we go. Then we got the Rays. Here we go to American League. You got the Rays over 50 wins, and that's it. Dude, that's crazy. So we got 4 teams in the National League with over 50 wins, and 1 team with over 50 wins in the American League. My Marlins would be like second place here. But this is the way the cookie crumbles. So let's see. We have the Yankees at 49, and everyone else has like 46. Like the White Sox, the Mariners, the Angels. Man, come on, Farron. Still second to last. All right. So if I'm rooting for anybody here, it's going to be the White Sox at 46 wins. At first place. We're rooting for that one. We're rooting there. Yeah, I mean, it's still I think the All-Stars will probably start in like a month or so. We'll see. We'll see what happens. You know what else we'll see happen this weekend? Here we go. UFC event, fucking McGregor. We're gonna go through the whole card. The return of the Mac predictions for this Saturday. So I already did the World Cup predictions. In case anybody was thinking, I got Norway, England, go Mexico though. I hope they win. Spain, USA, Egypt, and Colombia. That's who I think are going to win the remaining games. They're in the chat. And then here we go. Max Holloway and McGregor, Return of the Mac, July 11th, this Saturday. Here we go. This is a good card too, boys. This is a banger. Usually McGregor cards, they kind of leave us like, they give us like two, like is McGregor, and then one more big one, and the rest of the cards kind of like whatever. But this one, this is good. All right, here we go. We got Costa versus Durden. Two solid strikers here. They did not have the stats for me. Wow. Costa's a good fighter. I think Durden is a little bit on his. I think he lost his last fight. No, he won. He beat Filo. Okay, yeah, that was the. Oh yeah, this one, the Tomb. This is the fight I remember him losing. Yeah, he's on a couple. Oh, he won his last one off of decision. But yeah, I got Costa. I think Costa has been coasting lately on these wins in a good way. Not. Let me show you. Yeah, Costa 3-fight win streak. Oh, 2-fight win streak. Okay, coming off of 2 knockouts. Yeah, I think he'll get the finish, probably second round. Then we got Garcia versus Reese. I think Garcia's making his debut. No, 9-1. Fighting Reese, 6'4". About a 3-inch reach advantage all around. But I still like Gandra here, Ryan Gandra. Why did I say Garcia? Probably because the boxer. Give me Ryan Gandra here. And a close. I wouldn't bet on this one though. I'll send a parlay here at the end. Bashara versus Ewing. Oh, give me Ewing. I think Ewing is a very good fighter. Oh, but Bashara undefeated. If this fight's at 145, I have to look at this. If this is at 135, I think this heavily favors Basharat. But if it's at 145, I think this heavily favors Ewing. Because Ewing has a fucking chin, dude. He's like the Crimson Chin. I think Ewing come off a big win. I'm gonna go Ewing here. Yeah. I'm gonna go Ewing for now. If they're fighting at 135, go Basharat. But as of right now, go Ewing. Let me see. Pinas versus Almeida. Cesar. Let me see. Suriname. I never even heard of that country. Jesus. For 5-inch reach advantage, same height, fighting a 185 and 1. Almeida's not a bad fighter, but I think I like what this guy's got. Pinas. I think he might be a parlay piece there. He looks pretty good. Then we got Tracy against Wang Kong in the prelim feature match. Wang Kong is famous for I think she goes she dresses in Joker makeup, like the actual from Batman, and she comes out as like an assassin, like, oh, I'm gonna kill you. She lost her second fight ago, but her last one coming off a big win. She has 2 big wins in the UFC against Tracy now, coming off a big loss. She was in title contention, so winning this one will keep her in title contention. On the feet, I like Wang Kong more. On the ground, I like Tracy more. Let's see. We got 5'2", 5'6", same reach, about same height. I'm gonna go with Wang Kong here, boys. I'm gonna go with Wang. I think Tracy is good, but I think Wang is better, especially on the feet. If Tracy could force it on the ground and then maybe sneak out a 2-1 victory on the mat, I wouldn't be surprised. It's women's MMA, you never know. But I think Wang Kong is going to be just slick enough to keep it on the feet, keep her at a distance, and maybe even get the finish. I don't know. I wouldn't bet on this one. So far, I like Pinas, Ewing, and Costa the most in the prelims, but these are all pretty close fights. Like, none of these are true, oh, they're just going to win for sure. Maybe Pinas, because Almeida's not that good on the feet, but I haven't seen Pinas win that often. Yeah, he only has 1 fight in the UFC, 2-minute knockout. Okay, he fought a guy. Oh yeah, I remember seeing that fight. It wasn't it was very exciting. But you got the finish. Like, it wasn't very competitive. I don't think it should be 2-1 favorite. I think it should be like minus 150. Maybe 130. But yep. I'll let you know who I think wins. The parlay right now. Here we go to the main card. We got Luke Riley. Oh no, those are early prelims. Now we go to the prelims. Sorry about that, guys. The early prelims start at 2. Prelims start at what? 5? 4. Okay, cool. They start at 4. Luke Riley against Kai Kamaka the third. Oh yeah, Luke Riley. 2-inch reach advantage, 13-0. I think I saw his last win. Very, very. Oh yeah, and then Kamaka hasn't been fighting against better competition. If he gets this win, that'll be crazy. Because Riley, I think, has gone up against a better competition of late. Not really. Nah, it's about the same. I think Kamaka might be worth because so far a 3-1 favorite. They haven't really beaten anybody crazy. Kamaka, I think Riley has better grappling skills. That's probably why. So go Riley, but not at those odds. Not at those odds. Don't pick him there. Then we got Yanez against Cody Garbrandt. Yeah, Cody's a little bit on his last legs, but Yanez isn't that and hasn't been that impressive of late either. Why is he 4-1? That's crazy. Yeah, he's coming off. Give me Cody. Give me Cody. The heart of a ex-champion. Give me Cody. And this is gonna be the biggest. Yeah, Stevenson, Gable Stevenson. If you guys don't know, he's a wrestling like prodigy. Trains with John Jones. Got signed to UFC. He's gonna be like one of the best heavyweights. That they're gonna push him to be one of the best heavyweights that they have. Like, yeah, this guy is like. There's gonna be one of those situations where it's like you could bet your house and probably win. I probably wouldn't, but it's like he's gonna win. Yeah, one of those situations. Here we go. Oh, featured prelim bout. Whitaker against Krylov. This is the featured bout. Ooh. Krylov against Whitaker. I'm gonna go Krylov here. I think Krylov has, at this point of his career, better striking. Whitaker has a really good chin, but he's been finished a lot lately. He has really good hands, really good takedown defense. But I think Krylov is really working himself to get into that position for a top 10, top 5 title bout. So yeah, I think Krylov. I think Whitaker is really good, but I think it's one of the situations where one guy is rising in his career and the other guy is, his career is setting. So pretty good prelims, actually. Starting at 4. Yeah, because the early ones at 2 are solid also. These are a solid event. Kamaka, I think can get the upset. Same with Cody. Gabe Stevenson should beat him by slaughter. Yeah, this is good. This is good. The whole early prelims, I think, are 50-50s for the most part, except for Kong and Pina. I think the Kong and Pinas win. And then here, I think you see potential upsets. You're going to see the Stevenson's first MMA debut. And then Whitaker and Krylov. Solid bout. Solid bout, boys. I think because on paper so far, this is like a B minus. Like so far, this could be like a fight night card. This right here. Like just this could be fight night. And it would be like a solid B minus on paper. And then now we go to the main card starting at 6, right? Yeah, starting at 6. We have Bobby Green against Terrence McKinney. I'm gonna go with Bobby here. I like his experience. I think Terrence gives it all in the first few minutes of the first round, and if he doesn't get the finish, he usually gets finished by a round and a round 2. And I think with Bobby's experience and his striking capability as well, because both guys are great strikers. I think Terrence is better on the ground, but I think Bobby's going to keep distance and get enough points to probably get a decision or a late finish for Bobby. This is a good fight right here, though. Then we got Brendan Royval against Lonnie Kavanaugh. I'm gonna go with Kavanaugh. He is a very good up and coming striker. 10-1. Yeah, Royval coming off a big loss. Royval is like a gatekeeper for the title shot for the title. So if you want a shot at is it Van? Yeah, if you want a shot at Van, you got to beat Royval. And I think Lonnie is one of those guys that can do that. So yeah, give me Kavanaugh in a close one. Damn, it's a good fight. Then we got Bautista against Sandhagen. Oh boy. Hmm. Batista, Sandhagen. I think I'm gonna go Batista here. Sandhagen has a little bit more of a height advantage, less of a reach, but I've seen Batista ruin a lot of people's parades. So I'm gonna go Batista here. I know Corey is positioning himself for a title shot, and if he wins this fight, he probably might be number one contender. Might need to win one more. Whereas Batista was in title contention, lost that, but I think it's still good enough to keep himself around for that 135 shot. Is that 135? Is that? It's not Volk. Van. Oh, sorry, Jan against Jan. Yeah. Ooh, I think Corey would have a better chance against Jan considering his reach, but I don't think either guys are good enough to beat Jan or Marab or even O'Malley. Oh yeah, 'cause O'Malley's probably number one contender to. Duh. But yeah, getting Batista there. That's a good one. No, another so far 50-50, leaning Lonnie, kind of 50-50 there. And then here we go, Patty. Patty against Benoit Saint Denis. Give me Patty the Batty, boys. Um, England versus France. Uh, Benoit is better on the ground. Patty's better all around. So I think what Patty's going to do, touch him up in the feet, keep him at distance, go to the shoot for takedown to win the round, and then by late round 2, early round 3, he'll be able to get damage off on Benoit, and then go for a late submission, either late round 2, early round 3. Um, is this a 5-round fight? I don't believe so. No, it's a non-title co-main. Yeah. So yeah, give me Patty, and that'll set up him versus Ilya. Because they want to. Well, I know Patty wants to keep himself in title contention to maybe get the rematch against Justin Gaethje. I don't think he will, but setting up an Ilya fight, that is possible. That is possible. And then we get to the main event. Oh boy, the one we're all here to see, the return of the Mac. Like I said, boys, Max Holloway is the more active fighter, the more experienced fighter, has been in more title shots, I believe, in his career. Um, Conor hasn't fought, I believe, in 4 years, coming off of his femur snapping, essentially. His leg snapped. He has titanium in his shin, doing a lot of coke, drinking a lot. Had to take steroids to come back. The UFC had to change like drug testing companies in order to like let him back into the fighting pool so he could be training and whatever. It was like a big, not big, but like behind the scenes drama thing with the company. Um, but he's back now. Originally, he was going to fight Chandler, that fell through, and then was going to fight Oliveira, I believe, with what we're saying, or maybe even Prates. But since Max lost to Oliveira, and I believe Connor has 2 more fights on his contract, and they want to set up, I think, Gaethje against Charles for BMF and the 155 title. This fight is at 170. If Max wins, to keep himself potentially for a rematch for the 155-pound title to get against Gaethje if he wants that get back. Or if Connor wins, it's potentially Connor versus Gaethje. So we're either, I think, going to get Justin or Connor versus Justin after this one. And then while this one is in the while like they're recovering from this fight, I think they'll do Justin versus Charles in the meantime. For like a double, BMF 155 pounder. I could see that at 2. or maybe just set up Charles versus Patty if Patty wins, but potentially maybe if Ilya's not ready, right? There's that too. Because Ilya, it's gonna take a while for him to come back from injury. But overall, guys, lean Holloway here 2-1 sounds about right. Patty 50-50, Batista 50-50, Lonnie I would lean like 2-1 as well, and then King Green 50-50. This is gonna be a very good card. Top to bottom, this is on paper an A event. A on paper. Hopefully it delivers. The last card was like big one was the White House card, which delivered beyond expectations. 7 fights, 7 knockouts. I'm not saying there's going to be 7 knockouts, but I think potentially this card we can see for finishes. I think around 7 or 8 finishes is about right. I think 7 to 8 finishes for this card is about correct. Out of what is it? How many fights for the whole card? Damn. From early print 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 14. So just about more than half. Just about more than half. Or more than half. Will end finish. Yeah, I believe so. And besides that, I know we had the new Minions and Monsters film that came out this weekend. There's getting actually pretty good reviews from what I've been seeing. It hasn't made that much. Oh, 6. Okay. 6 on IMDb. Watch how much on Rotten. I think on Rotten it was like, yeah, 70. So it's sitting like around a 60 to like a 6, 7 on out of 10. That's what I kind of guess these movies are at this point. It's like the third Minions film, because you have like 3 Despicable Me's and like 3 or 4 of those, and then you have these. This is like the 7th or 8th film in the franchise, right? And to get like around like an R, it was all right. That sounds pretty fair to me. I'm probably not gonna watch this. Congrats to those that are. If you like them, for the kids, for the families, I know they're fun family films. I've seen the first 2, and I think the first Minions, the first 2 Despicable Me and the first Minions, but I haven't seen any of them since. Nor do I really want to. They don't really interest me at this point in my life. I think I'm just waiting on the Odyssey in 2 weeks. Yeah. And Spider-Man 4 after that, like 2 weeks after that. So in like a month. Yeah. So those are what I'm waiting for this month. I heard Supergirl still flopped. I'll probably wait for that on streaming. I just rewatched Project Hail Mary on streaming. The other day on Amazon. That was fun. And right now I'm keeping up with House of the Dragon. So there's that. And I'm rewatching JJK season 2 because they put it on Netflix. So yeah, that's what I'm watching right now. Oh, there's this one movie I recommend. They Will Kill You. That one was pretty good on Max. That's my recommendation. It's on Max. Recommend that one. It's a good film that I saw lately. They just recently added. There's a couple other ones that I want to check out before I recommend them, but they're on my list. One is, what's it called? Ready or Not 2, Primitive War, and Over My Dead Body. I'm waiting for those to hit so I just watch them. I know they had Ready or Not 2 on Hulu the other day, so I'll probably check that one out. But yeah, boys, probably gonna end the episode there. Gotta go do some laundry, get my day started, breakfast and whatnot. But I'm happy you guys were able to, join me today this morning. Catch the episode when you can. Shout out to Ronnie, one of my loyal listeners today, for being able to wake up and join me on this week's episode of the Everybody the Mom podcast. The podcast that Everybody the Mom is fucking listening to, boys. Go Mexico. See you guys later. Peace.